information is being revealed. Oh God, He's here.
That was from Saturday Night Live clip. Have you ever watched a skit on Saturday Night Live or on any show and thought, what in the hell are they doing? What is that about? Or that maybe a part of it was funny, but then they just carried it out way beyond any possible explanation as to why they would just drag it. Why would you beat a dead horse, right? A lot of symbolism in some of these things. And seems like they're announcing things, I guess. I've been seeing a lot of strange stories and that kind of thing going on. And then also, um, what appears like, I can't, it's like, why, because it looks like people are going, it looks like the stalking may, I guess, is still going on. And, which is strange. There's no reason for them to continue on like they've been going on. Uh, I was walking around here the last couple of days thinking, this feels kind of okay. Like we've been come to, like we've become rested. Like there's been changes, some type of thing, that's occurred, a transformation that's been beneficial to us. And the stillness does seem to have continued. And at one point, I was thinking, this is a pretty good day today, and then you could hear them up there in the airplane, going by not too far away, and it's almost like it's timed to coincide right with the thought of whatever it might be, because they've done that more than once. Don't forget me. And I hear, I've seen from a couple of these people, that, they're talking about, channelers and readers and stuff, that my enemy, apparently, which is all they are, the Black Witch, has become synonymous with being a crazy person. Nutso. The kind that no one wants to stand beside because it's like a lightning rod. Absolutely, for sure, going to bring lightning strikes to it, around it, upon everything that near it. It's just going to be bad luck charm. And it's because they are what are they putting out? But but all this, some kind of bad energy. If you're focused on one person, all you're doing is thinking, oh, they got to come down. I got to stop them. They can't be allowed to be happy or this or that. How dare you? Um, you're attracting a lot of bad energy. And that's what they're doing. My enemies, they're doing that, basically thinking of me all the time, thinking bad thoughts about me, wanting bad things for me, hating at me. That's exactly what that is, okay? That's what they're attracting. That's what's coming to them. Again and again, I tried to tell them, what you want from me, how you sow is how you reap it. And it's coming. There's no stopping that. They're not on my team. There's no bizarro, weird, pseudo relationship that never was that they can point to. There's no marriage or anything like that. Again, of course, we're just a day, going the way of the day, made without the other, surrounded by day. Here my daylight, happy in that. You know what? It's feeling better and better. And I'm I'm pleased with the way it's going. I mean, it's taking a long time just to get to this place, but I know that we want to continue up. You know, things. There's some things that are a little strange, but overall, and in a whole bunch of different areas, I see improvement again and again, and improvement in me. So, as though, the upgrades have continued, and I'm real happy about that. And happy that, the light continues, we continue to shine, repairs continue here. And I'm very happy about the fact that we're going to be receiving um, all of our goods taken from us returned. All that missing rope and banking materials, all that kind. The factory settings, yeah. That's all supposed to be returned and upgraded even to better than before. Which, my God, you'd think so. So I'm real happy about that too. Um, the cardiac patient seems to be in better spirits. The first day that they were transferred to the longer care facility, they weren't happy. Weren't happy at all, but they seem to have improved, and we've sent a care package down there with them for them today. And so thanks again for your continued prayers and well-wishing for them and their recovery. Again, like I said, I've sensed improvements. We do continue to climb. If we're not climbing in higher in position, then we're going to be climbing and elevating in our frequency. And we have continued progressing in that fashion. I'm real happy about that too, and I pray that we continue going forward in that fashion, going up, and just continue going that way. So, and I will say also that while whenever I was out, the last couple times I've been out, it did seem like, I don't know, there might have been, well, I'll put it to you like this: Friday and Saturday, I was grateful for the good love that I was receiving. And because I felt sort of an extra, I think, happy, a bit of happiness, extra bit of cheer on those days. And I was also thinking recently, it's been a recurring thought that, I don't need to be here. I've been getting better, feeling physically better. And so it's not so much more about, hey, we're still trying to recover like that, as all of a sudden I realized, well, I'm here out of habit. I could take off and leave and go somewhere if I wanted to, because there's nobody else here, and so we're not responsible for getting them there or here or anywhere. It's so strange to have that sudden realization, and then even worse is to think, well, where the hell would I want to go? Where am I trying to go? What would I find there? What would I find? Whom would find me? And what would they say? Anything? Nothing? No? Nothing? So yeah. And I think, well, I know that soon we're probably going to be making some money. And that'll be good. And we'll try to, and I heard some things recently that they were predicting, and sometimes when somebody says something and it's true, it's just true, and that's, it, which is like, there's all kinds of doors that are going to be opening up for me, all types of opportunities. I know that at one point, whenever they talk about opportunities, it was for one particular thing, but opportunity for me has always been like business, and so I know there's going to be a lot more opportunity for money making, revenue streams, and those doors will just be opening up, and it'll look easy and come jumping into my boat, without, it's really great to go fishing and all the fish just come jumping into your boat. You never even have to put out your nets. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically what I'm told and being shown, and it just in several ways. But yeah, that's what you've got coming up. You've got the golden ticket, and pretty much all you have to do is remember that, and remember who loves you, baby, and it'll work out. I really do kind of believe that. In other words, you know what? It sounds to me like, hey, things are going to get back to normal, the way they're supposed to be. Only it's going to get better. And yeah, we'll move away from here and maybe to Beverly Hills. You know, that maybe that's where we ought to be, like with the Beverly Hillbillies. No, anyway. But yeah, in the whole, I've been hearing a lot of songs, and yeah, on the edge of 17. That's right. And you know what? One of the things I have noticed that was strange, other than the young man whom I think it generally is a real nice person who decided to, I guess they were mocking in a fashion because they decided to portray what, back in the 70s would have been termed as tard, as a big tard or something, but maybe just somebody with a real bad speech impediment. But no, it really seemed like they were portraying someone that had more than just that impediment. But the thing is they were portraying that because there's nobody around here like that. That's not even part of the landscape, But other than that, I've noticed people, I believe, repeating in the same place, which is like you're in a normal world. Like whenever you go into the coffee shop, it'd always be the same chick or the same set of people. You always count on it being either Bob, Sally, Sue, or that other kid, It's because they're always there. There's only so many people that can work there. There's only so many crews. There's only so many shifts. And if you're a regular there, you're going to see none of these people, right? But I've noticed that there's a lot of people that you'll see only one time in a place, and that's because none of it's real anyway. But I've noticed the same people in a couple different places, I think. And there was one, we went through the McDonald's the other day, and yeah, it was all pretty and everything, and that was interesting. And but then, like a couple of weeks ago, we did that, and when we went to the pickup window, there was this one that I think I've seen a few times in a few different places before, and a little one. And it doesn't matter. I don't know what you dress them up in or where you're at, where you have them, but it seems like they've got a spotlight on them every time they're brought around me. And that happened again just the other day. And I felt kind of stunned, like I was caught in a light all of a sudden, because here I am looking directly at them and they're talking to me. I'm like, yeah, you have a good day too, or whatever I'm trying to say. And because have you ever looked at someone and you're trying to figure out what in the heck is it that is making them light up like this? You can't see anything unusual. It just looks like a normal person, a normal girl, normal guy, whatever. But yeah, there's some people that just really, whenever you talk about people on the radar, you got little blips, little teeny tiny blips. They're going bleep, 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 little teeny tiny blips. And then other ones that come into the scene and they just light up everything. And they're so much bigger and brighter that everything else just sort of gets erased. You could have 20 people around, and then there's some people that come walking into the room, and you're like, yeah, well, if you're not them, you're one of theirs, And I'm trying to figure out who this little one is. I'm thinking, I wonder if it's the core of some corporation, some chick corporation. I was thinking about these corporations the other day. You ever seen like the Little Rascals? That old like 1930s black and white kids program or something. They'd use it for as stuff to go before the movies and whatever. I remember in a couple episodes, and you can see this, I think, maybe in other things. I'm sure it's it, where a bunch of them get together and they stand on each other's shoulders and that kind of thing. And they got a great big long overcoat, and they'll put on a mustache and a big hat and stuff, and they're like, 3 or 4 people underneath this coat, all trying to be. That's a corporation. That's what you call a corporation. It looks like a regular person, sort of, kind of, maybe, well, a little bit. But come to find out, if it's not coordinated well, it might all just fall apart on the inside there, and you see a bunch of people rolling out. 3 or 4 people come rolling out of that big coat, and they'll take off running. Oh no, you found us out. But I was thinking maybe that, yeah, the core of a corporation, the bright part. But then there was the others there too, and there's something about them, but they had their backs to us and purposefully, downplayed. Yeah, it's interesting. I remember the predictions about the summer being a really great summer, and I think maybe I heard, adjustments to that, or at least in comparison to. I thought, well, yeah, in comparison to what I've known for the longest time, we wouldn't have to do much at all to make it a great summer, would we? Just, like, get decent food, maybe, or and things be decent. Just that's pretty bad. Whenever you think things are great, whenever it's just okay. Oh, well, nobody took a shot at me today, right? Might be like a 90s Ice Cube song or something. Yeah, so we're believing that things are getting better, and we're going to continue, and we're getting better. And so we're going to continue on that path as the day, just being the day, doing that thing. So, guys, again, thanks very much for all your love and support. Yes, I promise to get out more often. I absolutely will. I have been resting up. This has been like the most phenomenal thing I've experienced in a long time, to actually be able to just veg without having that. I don't have to go anywhere. No, didn't have to go anywhere. It's amazing. And we've actually sort of rested, and even though, there's been a whole bunch of things that were actual attacks upon us, things just seem to be getting better to me. And I keep on getting, I know I'm improving. So I'm, again, encouraged. And thanks so very much for all your love and support. Let's keep going up. Let's keep going up. Let's keep being day without the other. Yay! Yay for the day!